The secrets to falling asleep in under 7 minutes. I do this all the time, and I didn't realize it was a talent. Rather, it's a learned skill. So let me share with you what I do. So first of all, during the day, limit caffeine. I have 1 cup of strong coffee in the morning, and that's it. Because if I end up having Diet Coke in the afternoon, don't tell anybody I drink that stuff. Or if I have another cup of coffee or any kind of caffeinated drink, then it's harder for me to fall asleep. That's number 1. Number 2, exercise, absolutely mandatory. Number 3, do not overeat. Because if you overeat, especially close to bedtime, your body's working really hard, so you're not going to sleep well. Number 4, this is, I think, probably one of the biggest secrets, is right before I go to bed, I have a ritual. And I probably do this about 6 days a week, but I find the days I do this, my sleep is much more sound. So I have 2 different types of journals I write things down in. Number 1 is something I like to call a spiritual log book. And in this book is where I put unexpected gifts, synchronicities, things that are just kind of out of the ordinary that make my mind go, oh, well, that was interesting. Like, I was just thinking about this friend and then she called me. You write those down in there as well. And any types of unusual repeated instances, things you just want to take a note of. So that's number 1, the spiritual logbook. And the other one I write down in is just a regular journal. I use it to process emotions and to think through insights that I might have learned during the day. Sometimes it's not at all. Sometimes it's a brain dump. Sometimes it's a list of things I need to do the next day. As I find once I've released all of that, then my mind doesn't have as much to grab onto before I go to sleep. Now, the next piece is, if I'm still having a hard time, is I read something inspirational. It might literally be 1 paragraph, but I give my mind something to think about other than its ruminations before I go to sleep. Now, for example, if I'm going to sit and watch a really crazy violent TV show, just because, sometimes I watch those like fantasy TV shows and they've gotten kind of violent these days. It's like, what's up with that, right? But, you might watch those and I'm like, you don't want to go to bed like right after you watch something like that. Your mind needs a chance to unwind from all of those images. So anyway, I take a little bit of time and I might read. Sometimes if I read for 10, 15 minutes, something that's inspirational, puts positive thoughts in my head, something that's philosophical for me personally, like I like reading things about Buddhist philosophy, science and spirituality, things like that, something I can really grab onto and contemplate before I go to sleep. That's amazing. So that's also a tool you can use. Find something, no matter what spiritual denomination you are, find a book that resonates with you. So there you go, another secret. Now, I think the biggest tool, and I keep saying this is the biggest thing, but this really is the biggest thing, is learn how to meditate. For me, I meditate about 20 minutes every morning. If you're just a beginner, in the morning when you wake up, set aside at the very minimum 3 minutes just for yourself. Sit in the exact same spot as soon as you get out of bed. Like sit, say, I'm timing myself for 3 minutes. Just breathe and feel your body and feel your breath moving through your body for those 3 minutes. And for those of you who have a more advanced practice, of course, keep it up, because you can use those same tools that you use in the morning to calm your mind and make your mind your friend. You use those same tools when you go to bed at night. So anyway, those are all the different things I do. And I routinely fall asleep in under 7 minutes. And I have a little sleep app that I keep track of things on. And mine is literally called the Sleep Cycle. And you might find one that works for yourself, but this way you'll know what your patterns are and what works for you. It's all about data. The data is what will tell you what's happening and help you fall asleep in a way you're going to feel really relaxed the next morning. So have a blessed day.